So we left London and we headed for a town called Bolberry Down, which was about a 4.5-hour drive. I was so surprised by how beautiful and green the countryside of England was, and also how small the freaking roads were. I'm so glad that Megan was driving because it would have freaked me out. The sun was shining, it was a gorgeous, gorgeous day, and all of the little villages that we drove through were just the quintessential English countryside town. So it was such an easy drive. We had the bangers playing in the background, and half of the countryside that we drove past looked like that Microsoft screensaver. It was just these gorgeous green rolling hills, and I loved it. Bugs around you, mate. Smile! Look at us! First stop. Attacked by flies. First stop on the road trip. We are in Bolberry Down, and we're getting attacked by these shitty little
flies
things that are flying around. But it is absolutely stunning.
Thank God it's not raining.
Yeah, we actually got some sunshine, which is exciting.
But it's kind of disappeared again.
So now we're going for a swim in that, aren't we?
Over there.
but over there. So we got back in the car and we headed for a town called Cove, which wasn't actually on our plan, but once we got to Bolberry Down, we decided we wanted to go for a swim. So we looked on maps to see what was nearby, and Hope Cove was this quaint little village just around the corner from us. I'm pretty sure it was only a 15-minute drive. So we just headed around the bend, and this is Hope Cove, and it is super cute. It's just this little countryside nestled on the hill. So we stopped off here for some lunch and a bit of an explore. Delicious? Out of 10?
9.
Ooh. Right then, we're off. Decided to name it.
Welcome to I did call it something when I first got it and I forgot what I called it. Fanula?
Vanilla?
Or was it, I don't know, it was something like...
Back in the car again. What a surprise. This time we were headed to Newquay, which was our stop for the night. We had a hostel booked at St. Christopher Inns in Newquay, and I think it was a hour drive from Hope Cove back to Newquay. So not as coastal and countryside, but nevertheless, when we got to Newquay, we arrived to this cute little beach town, and this was our view from the car park for the hostel. So Imagine doing lawn bowls right there. Big vibes.
Welcome to Seaside. Sunny Seaside.
Listen to the birds.
Should we go put it on a rock?
So it turns out all the coastal towns have these cute little arcades, but we couldn't play anything because we didn't have any cash. So anyone going to Newquay or St. Ives, bring some cash to waste away on these super fun carnival games. Look at this one. Like, also, we're about to witness the Monopoly slot machines. These are like slot machines. These literally are slot machines. Let's just say it's probably a good thing we didn't have any cash because I would have wasted it all. Those birds there just shat all over the ground. So thank you, birds, for saving your poo because I was literally walking right there. Thank you for not pooing on me. Okay, good morning from Newquay. I have the biggest bags under my eyes because I have the worst sleep of my life at that hostel, and I'm not going to waste any time talking about why, but I'm on my way down to the harbour. I've got a coffee, I've got my book under my arm, which you can't see, and I've got my towel to go for a swim. So yeah, I just miss this lifestyle so much. Ding, 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 ding. Just don't slip on the rocks.
Welcome to day 2 of the vlog.
Where are we?
We are in Newquay.
And what are we doing?
We just have been for our morning swim.
Uh-huh.
It was quite fucking chilly. Excuse my language. We're just having a little walk.
Yeah.
And we're going to go get some breakfast.
Breakfast?
One real one.
Stunning. There's a castle just behind you, Megan. Look at it.
There.
Where? So we are headed to St. Agnes Beach now, which is this tiny weeny little town, and it was probably like 10-15 minutes around the corner from Newquay, I think. Could be wrong. Could Google map it and cross-check these references, but not going to. Welcome back.
Oh, I didn't see that. Hi.
St. Agnes. Gorgeous little beach area. No, you can't go that way. You have to go that way.
Okay, sorry.
At this gorgeous beach area. See the cliffs over here to your left. There's the lifeguards on duty here, which is, you know, exciting. We should go for a walk. Where?
Yeah.
is shining. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day and I can't stop.
Lovely day. Next stop on the road trip is Porthtowan. Don't even know if that's how you say it, but it's spelled Porthtowan. The English don't actually know how to use English to spell. Nothing makes sense over here as to how you say anything, but this is the town from above, which is like nestled in between these two hills. And this is the beach, which again has lifeguards. So we're here at the Porthtowan tidal pool. Ice creams. Cheers. You good?
Mm-hmm. It's called driving this time.
Finally staying a place that we belong. In a castle. Stunning. Look at the gardens.
Oh, there's an outdoor pool.
Just two queens staying at the castle. It's like in a little enchanted garden. Look, that's like a little turret in there. And there's the water through there. We definitely lucked out with our accommodation here in St. Ives at that freaking castle, which was so beautiful, and it was just a short 10-minute walk down through that cute little enchanted garden to the town. Megan! It was a bit feckin' windy, but we soldiered on nevertheless down into the harbour, and we picked up a Cornish pasty, which was delicious. Hot tip, go at the end of the day because the bakeries are trying to get rid of it, and we got a pasty which was £1.75, but during the day they sell them for £5.50. So honestly, St. Ives might be my favourite stop from the trip. I would love to go back there and spend more time. There's 3 different beach coves you can go to. Alright, we're saying goodbye to our royal stay last night. Driving through the enchanted forest.
My hair is dirty. I'll clean it.
Yeah, thank you. Please do that. Oh, wow, that's a nice hedge. There's the sea. P.S. Even though we're in the car and we're driving, we're not leaving St. Ives just yet. We decided to drive down into the harbour and park there to have brekkie, just because the walk down into the town was 10 to 15 minutes, so we didn't want to walk all the way back up, and we had a checkout time, so it was just easier to drive down into the town, and we had brekkie at this cute little cafe overlooking the harbour, so great decision. Cheers. Yum. Okay, now we're actually leaving St. Ives, and we are already in St. Michael's Mount. Surprise! But literally, it was only like just around the corner again. I'm loving the beach hair vibes that are back. Very cool. Today we are at, what's it called?
St. Michael's Malt.
So yeah, St. Michael's Mount. We're walking across at low tide. So Megan and I parted ways here because it cost £15 to go up to the castle, and she's seen plenty of castles in her lifetime, she says. So I went up by myself, and I'm so glad that I did. Obviously, in Australia, we don't have castles everywhere lying about in our countryside, so I definitely wanted to go up and explore it, and it was such a stunning day that we had the best view out to the ocean. The water was blue, and you had a really cool view of the town as well. So looking back over, I can't even remember what the town was called, but you could also see Mousehole from the lookout, which is a town that we will hop to next. The office of my dreams. Not really. I mean, obviously the decor is a bit outdated, but if I have a wall-to-wall bookshelves in my house when I'm older, I will be very happy. Hi, friend. Holy shit. It must be landing on the grass. Stunning. Next up, Mousehole. Fun little tidal pool to go for a swim in, but it was too freaking cold. Oh, hi! Fancy running into you here. So this is the last stop of our trip. We are in Land's End, which is the end of the land, basically. So not much more to say about this, but it's just the end of the land. Lots of land endings. Very cool. Very lots of green and blue to look at.
That's quite far out there. A little bit more further out. It's not, it's 9 miles.
There's the dangerous cliffs. such a good model today, and we thank you for your services. Don't we? The sun has come out. There it is.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
Who sings that?
It's in Not the Sunshine.
Yeah, but do you know who sings it? Yeah, maybe they should just sing it. So we stayed in Newquay for the last night of our trip. We stayed in the same accommodation, which was St. Christopher's Inn, and we met this lovely girl from the hostel, so we went with her for sunset, drinks and dinner. But first, obviously, had to record this gorgeous golf course for Dad and Izzy and Pap. How nice is this? Hey? What?
Is this like a food place as well?
Hey?
Oh my god, I'm not going to say it again.
So this is Fistral Beach, which is Newquay's, well, I wouldn't say it's the only surf beach because there is 3 different beaches that you can access from what I've seen in Newquay, and they all had surf. We could see a different beach out the window of our hostel, and every morning there were surfers out there. When I say there are about 60 surfers in the water, like I'm not even joking. And they were in head to toe wetsuits, like feet, boots, full head mask, everything. And no wonder, because it was freaking cold. So kudos to any of those surfers out there in the ocean. I could not do it. And to finish the trip, this random chick on the side of the street set off this firework right next to this car. And then because she set off one before this and I saw it and I filmed this one, the car thought that I did it. But anyway, hope you enjoyed.